Welcome, welcome. My name is Solange Ellen and I'm recording this little True News update from Ngadjuri Nation, Sandy Creek. And today is the 23rd of November 2021, and at 3 p.m. today, Tuesday, Donna Markwell has a court, supposedly a hearing. We'll see if she is heard at the Youth Court, the Youth Torture Court, as Donna has labelled it correctly, 75 Wright Street, Adelaide. So this is really a heartfelt call out to all of the real child protectors, to all of the families, all of the mums and the dads and the grandpas and the grandmas, the aunties, the uncles that have been victimised yourselves by the DCP, and for everyone in the wider community that hasn't been targeted. And you're in the privileged position of not knowing how truly evil this system is. We need, for all of us across the whole of the community, those that know and those that don't have any personal direct experience as yet, to really hold in our hearts the prayer for true justice, natural justice to be served, and for Takara Markwell to be returned immediately today to her mother, Donna Markwell, as is the lawful instruction of we the honestly informed people. So Donna has had her case reviewed by honest people around her and by Sandy Ross, who is our trusted sovereign elder. We've got the lawful support of the First Nations sovereignty to really say, not only does Takara need to be returned to her mother for her health and well-being, because that's the right thing to do, but that this whole entire criminal establishment, the youth courts, the DCP, SAPOL, that are all for-profit corporations operating here in the sovereign First Nations without permission to trade, that you need to cease and desist all of these abductions and hostage holding, and that everybody working within the system needs to come to the table for peace talks so that we can talk honestly about how we restore sanity and humanity to child protection. So Donna is making a stand not only to have her beautiful daughter, who loves her mum and has said in her own words that she wants to be at home with her family, with her mum and her pets, and be free to travel to her grandparents, which is where her and her mum were on their way to when their lives were hijacked by the DCP. This is not only about Takara, this is not only about Donna, this is about restoring divine and natural law, restoring sanity and humanity, and having the system and the system workers follow the real law and do what is right, what is honest, what is good, and to stop following these insane corporate policies that are causing massive harm and loss. So this is for all the children, all the parents, all the families. So we really need to put our hearts together and see the visualization of Donna and Takara reunited, their hearts together when they get to hug each other. Oh my goodness, the pain of being forcibly ripped apart, from your child, and then having your child held by completely untrustworthy strangers in isolation somewhere where you can't speak to them or see them and know that they're right. It's crazy. It's torture. Donna has been going through torture, and Takara will be so traumatized by not knowing what's going on because she hasn't been able to speak to her family to get honest information. The DCP, when she was allowed to speak to her grandparents, they monitor that call and make sure that only approved topics can be discussed. So they can't tell Takara what's really going on, and that everyone's, you know, desperately fighting to get her home, and that she's been abducted by strangers. Where is she being held? Probably in the youth detention centre, because we have prisons for youth. Takara hasn't committed any crime, neither has her mother, neither has her family. There's no crime. There's no victim. Takara's not a, well, she's a victim of the system now, a victim of DCP, a victim of SAPOL, but she's not a victim of her mum who loves her. That's just all made up, fabricated, you know, false and malicious, unsubstantiated lies that these child stealers produce, you know, and malicious people spread around disgusting rumours to try and cause harm and loss to people, which is, it's disgusting and it's got to stop. So we need to use our power for good. We need to put our hearts together. We need to be seeing Takara and her mum reunited and feeling that homecoming of the children coming home to their mums. And please hold the whole space of the court and everyone in it, all of the DCP workers, the judge, you know, everyone present in the whole space, seeing them, you know, being illuminated by the divine light of truth and grace, that they will feel that they need to do what is right here, you know, honestly right for Takara, and they need to stop with their, you know, ridiculous acts and false claims to authority. They need to stop pretending that what they're doing is okay, because it's not. They just need to be honest and do what's right now. And we, the people, need to hold it in our hearts that that is our will. It is the honestly informed will of we, the people, that Takara Mark will be returned to her mother today, and that we, the people, are going to bring honest people into the Department of so-called Child Protection and do a full community audit. You know, People's Peace Alliance, we're going to review and audit every single case so that every single child and every single parent can get an honest hearing and an honest review. And that's what this is about. It's always been about the children, always. It's all about the children. And whether or not, you know, the pedos run the division here, you know, are they the ones calling the shots? Or we, the people, you know, of the sovereign First Nation soil, together with our elders, the original elders and lawmen and lawwomen, you know, doing what is right and what is good and in the genuine best interest of protecting our children and the sanctity of family and community. Let's get Takara home. Please spread the word. We, you know, we love you. We need to work together. Our greatest strength is, you know, in our unity, in the truth. I love you.